Hello, testing. Right, I'm going to go ahead and get started. It's a minute early, but I'm sure that's fine. Hi, my name is Kelsey. I'm here to review some Microsoft Dynamics CRM tips and tricks from the Marks group. If you ever want to read about our most recent tips and tricks, or if you want to get a step-by-step tutorial, you can always check out the blog. That's where all of these posts and the Hangouts come from. So be sure to keep up with that. You can also sign up for our newsletter, and you can get them right to your inbox every month. So the first thing we're going to review today is recurring tasks. So in CRM, there's no built-in functionality to do recurring tasks. You could do recurring appointments, but not tasks. So with like a simple option set field and a workflow, we can create a recurring task. So we're going to go through that now. Let's go here. We will go to the task form. And then on this form, I'm going to add a new field. I'll just call it recurrence. And it's going to be an option set. Now, your options can be whatever you want. I'm going to choose just a couple so that we can go through the demo. You can do as many or as few as you like. I'm not going to use the existing option set, so my first one is going to be no recurrence, so no. Then we'll do weekly and monthly. You may also maybe daily is an option, quarterly. There's lots of different things you can go with there. So we'll save that. And then I'm going to put it on the form. So let's go to grab it. I'm going to put it up here next to subject if I can. Doesn't want me to. I might have to add a new. I'll just keep it down here for simplicity. And then we already have due date on here. Okay. So save, and then we'll publish the form, and we'll go create our workflow. So basically, the user is going to set up their task. If they want it to be a recurring task, then they'll have to fill in the option set field. Then whenever they complete the task, we're going to trigger this workflow. So let us refresh the form. Okay. So here's our new field. Done. Okay, let's go to the process area and set up our workflow. I already created one, but I haven't set it up yet. I just call it create recurring task, and the entity is the task entity. So we're going to run the workflow in the background. Scope is going to be organization, and it's going to start when the record status changes. So the trick with this workflow is that the user has to mark the task as completed in order for the next recurring task to be created. So the first thing the workflow will do is check that the status is completed. Status, there we go. So check status reason is completed, and then we're also going to check that recurrence is not none. If it's none, then obviously we don't want to create another recurring task. So if both of these conditions are satisfied, then we're going to go ahead and create a recurring task. So the first thing we'll do is we will check the recurrence. So let's see. First we'll do if the recurrence equals weekly. So if the recurrence is weekly, we're going to create a new task. The description is going to be the same as the original task. Where are we? Oh no, we want this task. Description for original task. Actually, we're going to do subject here. Just looking for one thing. Task, subject. Here, good. Description. There. Recurrence, we're going to set it equal to the original. Regarding will also be the original, and duration same. So I think we have everything. Do we have due date on here? We're going to do a due date. All right. And this is the key. So the due date is going to be 7 days, in our case, after the original due date. So put that on there, 7 days after. 7 days after. 7 days after original. 7 days after due date. Okay. So that should be it for weekly. We'll just do weekly. You get the hang of it. If it was monthly, then you would do 1 month after the original due date. So save, and then we'll activate and go test our workflow. Okay. Create a new task. Just filling in some of the fields. Let me get our demo account. Yeah, retailer and a due date of tomorrow. So I'm going to save it. And then I'm going to mark it complete, which should trigger our workflow. there. We're now go back to the tasks area. I'm also going to check out what our workflow is doing. This one? Yes. Okay, so it looks like it succeeded. And let me see. Tasks. And here is our duplicate, or our recurrence. So this was the original one, and then this is the task that was created as a result of the workflow. And that's it. We're all done. I'm going to set this to none so it doesn't keep going. All right, so that is how to create recurring tasks. Next, we're going to show you a little bit about announcements. So announcements can be used on a dashboard if you want to tell your users about a specific event or a specific change that might have taken place in CRM recently. You can do that with announcements. So they are in, I think they're in business, oh, here they are, under administration. This is where you can access your announcements, create new announcements, and edit or delete old ones. But the first thing we have to do is create a new web resource, and the web resource is going to be used to display the announcements on a new dashboard. So, and that's all explained here. So the first thing we're going to do is create a new web resource. I'm going to do that from the customizations area. You can scroll down and go to web resources, and from here you can create a new one. There, while it catches up. All right, there we go. So let's see what I want to call it. I'm going to just call it announcements. The type is web page, the language is English, and then in our text editor, this is where you can add your HTML. And the only thing you need is this little bit of code right here, which you can find on our blog. So open your text editor and then copy and paste what's from whatever we have on the blog to the source tab. So I'm going to clear this out and put in this new bit of code. Hit OK. Save, and then publish. Okay, and then after that, I'm going to create a new dashboard, and on the dashboard, I will put this web resource. So let's go to our dashboards area. Still publishing. Just going to close some of these windows while we're working. Okay, so let's create a new dashboard. And I'm just going to create something really simple, just for demonstration purposes. So let's go back to our blog and see what it says to do next. So next we'll create a dashboard and add a new web resource component. So here we add a web resource, and this is where we go find our announcements. What did I call it? Oh, it was new announcements. There we go. I'm going to change this. Just like to give my names and labels something a little more meaningful. All right. And I think we we have to maybe enable or restrict cross-frame scripting. Maybe not. Okay, it's a different resource. Okay, so I'm going to click save. I'm going to make it a little bit wider. Save and close. Now when we look at our dashboard, we clearly have no announcements, but let's go create one quickly so that you can see it. Okay. You could also, if you wanted to direct your users to a specific location, whether it be an external site or a CRM record, you could put URL here, and you can also set the expiration date. So if you want this, you only want this announcement to show up for the next week, you can set the expiration date to be Saturday. So we'll save and close, and then go back out to our dashboard, check out our announcement. And there it is. Very cool, right? Okay. So finally, I just wanted to go over a couple things about searching, because this had come up recently from a customer of mine. So there are a few different areas that you can search. If you are in, well, from anywhere, you can use the global search. You can also search from within an entity view in this search box. Now, both of these search boxes use the quick find view. So if we were going to search for an opportunity, the results would be displayed based on the quick find opportunity view. So if we go look at our quick find view, it looks like it's going to only show us open opportunities. And the view or the columns are also going to be whatever is set in this view. Sorry if it's windy, I have my windows open enjoying the beautiful weather. Okay, so these are our columns, and then let's check out our filter criteria. And status is open. Okay, so if we were going to, so here's open opportunities. Let's look at a closed opportunity. So I know that this is a closed opportunity. So if I search for it from here, nothing will show up. Same if I search for it from here, the global search, we won't get any results. Now, if I search for an open opportunity, let's see, we'll do 00 Acme. Oh, that's the customer, excuse me. Let's do demo. So I searched for demo, and these are the results. All of these are open opportunities. And you can also see that the columns change because of the search. So these were the original columns, and then once I searched for demo, they changed to use the quick find view. The last thing I wanted to show you was in the associated view. So I was in here. What's opportunity? Looking for an account that I was looking at earlier. Yes, okay, good. So here we're in an account, and if we go to the contact associated view, we see all of the contacts that are associated with this account. So from here, if I were to search for a specific user, it's only going to show me results that apply to this view, the associated view. So search for Frank, and obviously it comes up. We search for Kelsey. She doesn't come up because she's not a contact under Demo PA Retailer, but she is in the system. There we go. So that's just a little bit about searching. And again, all of this is on the blog. If you want to read about it more or ask us questions, you can go there, put your comments up, and we'll be happy to help you out. So that's all for today. Enjoy the wonderful weather, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone.